Hello everybody, Thorgal here, playing some ARK Survival Evolved. So I've been AFK about a week and a half on ARK, I think. Because I was in the hospital and I had surgery done, and if you guys want to know any more details about that, go ahead and watch my latest channel update. I'm flying into the mountain here. Trying to have the nice view. But I'm back, I'm doing much better, everything is healing nicely, I should say, and I'm feeling really good. I'm almost back to normal. It's gonna take a couple more days, maybe a week, until all the swellings are gone and the bruises are down and so on. But I am ready to play some ARK. Now we actually built a little base up here in the volcano, and we finished it 5 hours before I drove myself to the emergency room. Before I drove myself, I should say. And I did record that, but as you can probably imagine, I was out there. You know, with the pain and stuff, I watched the footage and so on, and you can really tell I was suffering. So I decided not to show it and just fly over there real quick and show you guys when it's done. It took us probably, I'm gonna say 3 hours. Clunky and I built this over here. Clunky prepared a lot of things before we even started. We had tons of stuff done, like all these walls, or the windows I should say, were done. The gate was done, so what we pretty much just did is farm a bunch of pillars. And we're up here at the red obelisk, the volcano, and we built this little outpost here. This is like our forging outpost, you know, for when we need metal or anything. And Clunky has his rock guy up here, Dewey Decimal. And also, too, the mammoth that can run up and down the mountain, you know, to bring the rock from up there, or the metal, I should say. And right now, we only have 4 forges, so definitely want to add more here, because even with 4, it still takes quite a long time. And, you know, just a very basic little base. It's cool, though, because if you know, want to log out here, or you can leave animals here, it's quite safe, because it's far above the tree line. And let me show you guys one more guy up here. It is permanently parked up here in the middle. And that is an Ankylo that Clunky tamed. Just like we had on the other world. Where is he at? Hey, where is he at? What? He should be right here. I'm gonna have to tell him. I wonder if... maybe he put him somewhere else. I don't know. I hope he didn't die or jump off or something. No? Yeah, but you guys see there's tons of metal up here. And so we usually have the Ankylo here, like right where I'm at now. He's usually parked. Let me just dismount and check that. Not that because I was flying, I can't see him. No, I don't see any green name tag. So I wonder, maybe he moved him somewhere else, or like I said, maybe he's gone. Maybe he fell down the mountain. But yeah, and you can run the mammoth up here. Oh, there he is. There's Honey Badger, right there. Okay, so that's probably where you had him parked right now. And you can just walk the mammoth right down here, and then, you know, put all your metals in the forge, and then load it up with spark powder or whatever you want to use. We use mostly spark powder because I believe it's faster. And, well, you don't have any byproducts either. And you get so many rocks and flint up here, it's easy to make spark powder. So that is it, but... you know, we're quite a lot of days into this season 2, and we need to start building a base. I'm tired of living at spawn. I have, like, let me think here. I think I have 4 raptors, 6 trikes, 2 T-Rexes, 3 Sarcos, 2 Parasaur, 1 ape, 2 of the Dicurus. Yeah, I think that's it. But that's a lot of dinos. That's a lot of taming, and it's time to, you know, build a base. So I got my little caravan going, and I decided I'm going to move down the beach towards the river mouth across from Carno Island, and that is a spot that I found that I'd like to build. I initially wanted to build inland, where that little valley is with the little lake and so on, but the longer I looked around there, I actually started building something there to get a better feel for it. The more I noticed that there really isn't that much room, and that is something I don't want to limit myself this time around. I want to make sure I have as much room as I want. And I also want to build a bridge over to Carno Island. So then, you know, when people want to go over there, you know, they can probably either... I don't know where I'm going to build the bridge yet. Either going from my house over there or right next to my house. Something like that. We'll figure that out. That's quite a ways away until we work on that bridge. But it's time to move out. And let me get the caravan going. And then when I'm down the beach of where I think I want to build, I'll tune back in and we'll get started. I wanted to show you guys where I got Sauron from, our second T-Rex. I wanted him to get tame boosted. And even though Alpine is really strong, even, you know, if we find any Alpha Rexes or something, I wanted to just make sure that I'm tame boosted and ready. And this guy right here, before I went into the hospital, I don't remember why I was down here for whatever, but he was over there, across the river. That was just another T-Rex a minute ago. It's probably up into the trees or something now, level 80, I think. And, oh, there it is. Right over there. Here it is. Yep, level 80. And, well, there's a trick that, well, I actually found out about it. I've, you know, thinking it's like, you know, make a wall or something. But I ended up making this here, just a 2x2 stone foundation with door frames and windows on top. And what I did is I had my bird parked far over there, far away. And then I lured that Rex over here and ran for my life. And then, of course, it ran into this building and got stuck because I ran through like this. And then it would stuck and it would actually attack the stone structure, which doesn't matter because it can't destroy stone. So the head was in there, and then I simply, you know, aimed up there. I don't have my crossbow on me because I know I'm going to do a lot of building, so I left it on the parasaur. And then you can just simply trank it right there through the window. Sometimes it came around, and then I just needed to run to the other side, and then it got stuck on this side, and so on. And it was really easy to knock it out, so I'm probably going to have these structures, probably a few more down there to tame Spinos or something later on. And this is, you know, a very heavy area here for Spinos and Rexes and stuff, as you guys can see. Because we're right here at the river mouth. And they're coming down from the mountain or up from the river towards the ocean. And there's usually always Rexes here in the area. So it's really good to have these kind of structures here, and it gives you an idea in case you guys are having trouble, you know, taming something big like that. A lot of people, you know, they climb these rocks and stuff. The only problem with that is that if the Rex is on your butt, you don't have time to climb stuff, right? So this way you just need to run through and then you're quite safe. And yeah, I thought you guys might find this interesting. Now let me show you. Oops. Let's go down here. The place that I think that would be cool. I'm still torn, guys. I'm having such a hard time to just figuring out where I want to put my base. I don't want to be far away from the ocean, so I can be near, you know, all the aquatic animals and so on that I'm going to have later on. But I actually did not want to live on the ocean this time. Now, the thing is that right there you see my little pack here, Parasaur, and 2 pack mules, and the Decorus for stone. Right here in this area. It's nice and flat. And I figured I could put a big wall around this here to park all the big dinos. And then actually build the main building in the water here. It could be very cool, but my problem is that it gets very deep very quick. So that means the pillars need to go down really far, which is not that big of a problem. I have no problem building it. The other problem I have is that a lot of times when you log out and you come back in, you fell through ceilings. It doesn't seem to happen on foundations, but it happens quite often on ceilings. The same with dinosaurs. Sometimes they just stick halfway through them and so on. So I'm kind of aware, wow, this haze is terrible. Sorry about that. I was waiting for the sun to come up. Now it's here, and now we got this morning fog. But the problem is, you know, that what if they fall through and then they're in the water and then they're shark bait? So I'm a little concerned about that. And then, of course, right through here, there's a way over there. There is no direct access right here. What's going on? Yeah, why don't you guys do something over there? Don't let the trikes do all the work. Is where that little valley is. Okay, because they're in line. Sorry, I'm like, why are they still moving? So I'm still very torn if I want to build in there, in that valley, which was my goal from the beginning, because it's a really nice place. And even though it's not a lot of space, I might still go for it, just so I don't build on the beach again, like, you know, last season, because that's where we lived. And being this close to the beach, I could then build a fish tank over here or something, an enclosure for all the aquatic animals. You know, like a beach house, and then have docks for all the different sharks and plezies and sarcos and turtles and all that stuff, because we're gonna have a lot of dinos this time around. It's gonna be crazy. So let me think about it for a bit. I'm probably gonna go right in there, and then if I have made up my mind, then I'll show you guys finally when we start building. Alright, made up my mind. We are moving into this valley here. I'm gonna take the challenge. It's gonna be quite tough, I think, because I've seen many alphas in here, and right behind this cliff is a little forest, and then there's the river, and then this way, of course, behind, let me point with the pike, this way is where the first mountain is, and so on. But overall, you see, there is really, I know there's a lot of room, but there's not a lot of flat room. The only flat room is right here. Because I would like to have the actual base, you know, where I log out, where my chests are and so on, to be on foundations. I really like that. So I think I'm going to be able to put a lot here. And it doesn't need to be, you know, symmetrical, none of that stuff. And then eventually we'll make sure that nothing can drop in from top via a wall or the dino spikes, whatever they're called. What are they called again? Here, the wooden spikes, probably not the wooden ones. Even though the metal ones are gonna break the bank, here the metal spike wall. And I also heard a lot of people complain that they really don't do much. But we'll see. Maybe a combination of both walls and so on. We've got many weeks on the server to figure out how to build here. And of course, I don't want to build over this little pond, because I think it's a beautiful area. It's really nice. I would build a summer house right here myself in real life if there wasn't any baddies and, you know, dinosaurs. But so now I'm kind of, there is one ravine this way over there that goes towards, where does this one go? This one goes towards the gully, I believe. Yes. This one goes towards the beach. No, this is how it goes. This one goes towards the river mouth. This one this one right here goes towards the river mouth. This one right there goes towards the ocean. And this one goes towards our spawn house. I believe that's how it is. And of course there's going to be a behemoth gate there, and then also here. And that way, you know, when this is locked off, I don't need to worry about my dinosaurs running away. I can set them on wander, let them do whatever they want. Now, there's two issues you might see here quite quickly. There isn't very easy access to a forest, and also not a lot of rock. So this is going to take me quite some time to get the materials together. I really don't have much built yet. I do have a lot of materials, but when it comes to straight out walls and so on, who has my stuff? Do you? Yes. I have 29 fence foundations, but no walls yet, just 8 windows and so on. There's 9 stone foundations and the likes, and this guy is full with wood. And of course I got the stone guy here with me. It doesn't have much, but it's easy to get. Ooh, you get a little more weight. Easy to get stone here, but like I said, there's no luxury like on the beach where you can just run around and pick stones by hand. Here we gotta go look for resources, but that's fine. So what I was thinking of doing first, actually, is making the way over to... You know what? Let's run through here for 1 second. I cannot remember which one is which way, but I think this one goes to the beach. Yes. Look at this, by the way. You see this? This, I don't know what this is. This sparkling stuff in the air. And it's only here. I've only seen that in a few different places on the island. And this is one of them. Yeah, this one is going towards the ocean. How you doing, Dodo? Let me just give you guys an idea where this comes out. And you know, eventually these boulders are going to be gone and the trees, and there's going to be fences on the left and on the right, you know, sporadically, so nothing regrows, so you can, you know, walk a mammoth through here and so on. So this is right where we were earlier, where I said a little bit further down this way where I would like to build. So we have quick access here. We can get to our aquatic animals and so on later on, and then to the bridge to Carno Island. But I think that's enough babbling. I got to start collecting stuff and get some walls together and foundations, more of them and so on. And then we'll start building our house. I think it's going to be cool. A lot of time has passed, guys. Holy shnikes. I started laying out a few times and I just couldn't find what I wanted to do. And then I ended up moving all my pets over here. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm tired of not having thatch and fiber while I have a trike over there at the base full with this stuff. And then I made 3 trips and brought everything over here. Right underneath me here, you see I got the Sarcos parked. And I got one little group here. On this side and also on the left, it's always a scorpion on passive with 2 raptors on aggressive. So anything that comes here, they go after and they kill it. So as long as it's not an alpha, they're going to be able to handle it, because I don't want anything to go up here where all my other dinos are. Because it's a giant pain in the butt every time. Ooh, I see an egg. Thank you. You know, having to align these guys every time. You hold this for now. And so now I get this. Where'd my bird go? Hello? Oh, there you are. Let me go back up in the air and show you guys what I have done. Now, this is it. Look at the size of this. This is huge. And what I did is simply place one foundation next to the other. I started over here, where the single one is that's sticking out, because I knew there's the overhang. And I'm like, that's going to be like my lookout or something, so I can look down here, have my coffee in the morning or something like that. And then I just placed foundations next to each other wherever I could. So I made an outline on how far I can go with foundations until the drop-off is too deep. Let me land this guy. So like right here, you guys see I cannot put another foundation. Let me bring a few real quick. I have more on here. I should be able to carry half of them. Can I carry you all? Can I move? No. Alright, too many. Let's put a few back. Let's go with 18. That should be good enough. So like if you check right here, you know, I cannot play. Oh, I can actually place one right there. And here. What? Why can't I place them here now? Are you kidding me? Alright, well, more room. Let's place these real quick. I can put one here. Oh god. No, my bird is flying over here. Why? Who knows? Because these 2 raptors over there were going to town on killing something over there. And I also noticed I'm not getting a message oops. I'm not getting the message anymore. Oh, they're still killing it. These stupid dimorphodons. They got it, finally. But where'd the Gonzo go? Look at him over there like a moron. And now Ren is coming back. Dang it. Sorry about that. I don't want him to be out here by himself. Because I think... Oh, he should actually be on passive. I forgot that. Let me bring him back over here. And get Fiona also. Fiona, stop. Okay? You're also going on passive. You stop running away. Let these... Oh god. Let these raptors do their work. You guys don't need to help. Alright, let's come over here. Come on, Slowpoke. Right there. Good. Oh, can't get up there without rams. Okay. Bam. Another one. So I'm pretty much, you guys can see what I'm trying to do here. Just, you know, how far can I go with foundations for the main base? And there's none. Oh, why can I place one now? That is so weird. It didn't work earlier. But anyway, so I figured, like, over here in the middle, right where I'm at, I want to put a behemoth gate. So you come in here, and I figured, you know, instead of making a small building for my workshop and whatever, and then a building, you know, for all the dinos and whatever is coming in the future, I'm going to build really big here. And I'm going to, like I said, it's going to be very crooked, obviously, you guys can see, because I'm just trying to get the biggest footprint possible done. And I'm going to keep doing thatch for now, just to make sure there is no complications. Because, you know, thatch stuff is so easy to place and make. It's ridiculous. All you need to do is take the monkey out. The ape, because he gives you wood, thatch, and then you can also get fiber. So it's... Hey, Clunky showed up. And then when that is done, you know, I'm going to start replacing everything here with stone foundations. And then, like I said, here's going to be Behemoth Gate right here. And then I'm going to wall this off over here. Not exactly sure where yet, across. With a Behemoth Gate? No, I'm not even going to do that. I think I'm just going to put the Behemoth Gate, like I said, right over there. In this opening. And then possibly a second one right here. And then, you know, close the gap to the cliff. And then one over here. Across in this canyon. It's very narrow over here, so this is going to be very easy. I'm actually worried if I'm even going to fit a behemoth gate right there. And when I say behemoth gate, I'm going to start with stone behemoth right here. So I got to remove this boulder and put it right here. So I have a natural cliff right here, you know, where nothing should be able to attack. And that's kind of what I want to go to, and then use this huge building here and actually park everything in there. So it's got to be very tall. You know, maybe on the sides it can be a little lower, but this is huge. I mean, look at this. It's gonna take me days to get all the stone for this, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and fill all this with thatch, and then start with stone, and then I think when I have that, and I'm ready to place these behemoth gates, I'm gonna go ahead and tune back in and show you guys when we'll do that.
Okay.
I'm walking around over there to, you know, getting my stone on and everything. And Clunky comes flying in here with a Pachy. He said he doesn't have time to tame it, but he's gonna drop it in here. Oh, there it is. Check it out. So, I forgot, did I put a door in here? I want to see if this guy attacks me.
You did. You put 2 doors. He's not an aggro critter.
Yeah.
He wasn't even trying to attack me.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's a carnivore or an herbivore. So I'll knock it out if you want to.
I'm pretty sure it's a carnivore. It looks kind of cool, doesn't it?
It does. I'm actually gonna come down with you. Hold on a second. I want to see it up close because I just was like, "Ooh, there's a new thing." It's neat.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Look at that giant bump on its head.
I know.
It's like it's wearing a helmet. Bet you I shouldn't shoot it in the head.
Can you see his mouth?
Huh?
Yeah, it's a mount. Yeah.
Can you see his mouth? Does he have fangy teeth, or
It
does
looks
he have
like he has
a
a beak.
He's
That's a
herbivore.
bee. Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Knock it out, and then we'll give it some food and see what it is. I don't have my crossbow on me, guys, because I'm trying to be as light as possible for the building.
Wow, you see how he crossed across?
Yeah, I see you shooting him in the back.
Yes, because I think his head might be too hard to hit. Like, they said the head's hard, you know?
Oh, gotcha. Did you just shoot the
stone
floor?
arrow? Stone arrows. Hold on a second. Why is it shooting stone arrows?
He sounds like a sheep.
He does. He's. I'll try shooting him in the head just to see how it works. Usually with your new thing, all I gotta do is over here and it's like.
And if you come down here, you've got a straight shot at him.
Yeah.
You're gonna hear it plink.
Blink.
Oh, he's
There
down
he is.
already. What was that? 4 arrows?
Yep, 4 shots and that was it. I do have meat on Blood God over here. Do you have any berries?
I got berries, yeah. I even have medjoes. Let me get those.
I can fly to the mountain base and get you some prime meat. I put a bunch in there.
Well, let's see first what he eats.
Yeah.
Alright, it's at 24.89. So
He's not touching this so far.
yeah, that he's eating berries.
Yep. Yep.
Alright, so
You have narcos?
well, there's some up in the TBD chest, right?
I think so. Unless Phil took them all. Let me check.
No, no way.
Doesn't even look like Phil's moved yet.
Man, what a traffic jam there is here.
And that's with me fully moved out.
And me.
Yep. It's just Phil's stuff.
Yeah, the whole thing
Mike's
is slow.
Oh, he's been crazy on this then. Alright, nice.
Cool, dude, thanks. Whoa. Holy lag spike.
Yeah, it was nuts.
I just rubber banded like...
Go ahead.
I just rubber banded like 30 yards.
I know. I opened that chest as I was going through the door. Alright, buddy, have fun with your new Pachy.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You need more berries? I can take a ride to my
No, I got my trike right here and my monkey.
Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome, sir.
This was a very, very easy tame and very quick too. At 92 major berries, I think it's only gonna have to eat one more time. And we got it, and I'm gonna get it with 28 extra levels. Gave it maybe altogether 20 narcotics. Yep, there it is. This sounds so much like a sheep. That's awesome. And as far as I know is... Yeah, you can mount it. It becomes extremely aggressive once attacked, and apparently it's a really good mount to knock other players out. So that's not really going to help us. It cannot effectively carry large quantities of resources, but it can move with brief, magnificent bursts of speed, and its headbutt is simply devastating. I have no idea what to call this guy. Well, headbutt. There it is. It looks really pretty too, I think. It's a very pretty mount. Well, it's gonna be a mount. It's a little small, but it looks cool. I like it. It's so cool. Let's see the stats here. Ooh, wow. That's very little. 805 health. That's very little. Stamina. And let me check here real quick. The saddle for this guy. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be around the raptor. The Pachy right there. Yeah, right next to the raptor saddle. Let's go ahead and learn it. I'd like to get it as a mount. Let's see, what does it take to make this? Saddles. Sarco Pachy. 110 fiber, 65 fiber, 20 wood, 110 fiber. Wow, I cannot talk. No. 110 hide, 65 fiber, and 20 wood. That's a piece of cake. I might ninja some hide here of one of Phil's T-Rexes if he has any. Come on. You gotta have some here, somewhere. Come on, don't let me down. You have any hide? Any hide anywhere? There's 20. Oh, there might be... Actually, hold on just quick. Sorry, Phil. I'll pay you back. Don't worry. There's the wood. I think there's more hide in the smithy. I've got a few thousand hide in the house, but I don't want to run there right now just to get that. Because I want to keep going with... gathering... There it is, gathering all the materials for stone. I got the 4 behemoth stone gateways, the reinforced doors, and I got 2 extra dinosaur gates. We put that back in here, and I'll leave the fiber here too. I don't need any fiber. I'll just show you guys. And I also got, I don't know, close to 20 foundations so far. I'm just taking my sweet time with chatting on TeamSpeak and so on. It certainly does take a long time to get all that together. I did have 25 foundations ready. And I also crafted, I think, close to 10 more. So I did start making a little replacements there. This looks tiny, this mound. How am I going to fit on there? Look at this. This looks like a kid ride. Like from the carnival or something. Alright. Whoa, that was the right mouse button. What? Stop. Holy shnikes. Let me get back out of this view. Can I steer you when I do that? No, you cannot steer it. It's like, alright, when you press the right mouse button, it stops again. And this is regular sprint. Okay. Check it out. Let's see what happens when I run into the building over there. What happened? Oh. And it sounds like a sheep. This, oh, really quick turning radius, just like the raptor and stuff. Cool. Well, we got a little mount. Now let me show you just real quick. Where are my guys? They are down there. Let's sprint. Go sprint. Wow. I wonder how long it can go. Probably until its stamina is out. Alright, here we are. Let's check it out. Yeah, this one. I got the 4 behemoth stone dinosaur gates, 2 regular ones, and 16 foundations. And I was actually just taking him out when I remembered that I'm taming something up there, because I need more thatch. I'm running low on that, but this guy gets thatch like there's no tomorrow, so it's all good. Hi guys, I got lots of farming to do, but I'm happy we got this little guy. He's cute, Headbutt. How you doing, Headbutt? Welcome to the family. Yesterday, after a long farming night, I farmed for many hours to get all these stone foundations. And I also had help from Clunky and so on, and we kind of teamed up in the mountain base. You know, one person was getting wood, the other one was getting stone. It was really helpful. I logged on, and there was 2 turtles walking around my pond here. And I figured, you know what? We're gonna have to start getting their eggs too. I don't remember exactly what kibble those are for, the turtle eggs. And they're also both females, so I still need to get a male for sure. But hey, they're right here in the area, so I put one of the protector squats right here. And, well, I'm just taming those up. Now let me show you guys what this looks like. This is nuts. This is close to 200 stone foundations. I never dreamed that I'm gonna build a base this big. I knew I was gonna go big, but this is really an immense project. But it feels really good now that I have the foundations done. And you guys see there's also over here, I found 3 more I was able to add. That's why there's this little nook right here. But it's okay. The base does not need to be any way symmetrical. It can have a lot of nooks and crannies and so on. I think that's going to look even better. But I think it is time. Let's start with this one over here. That we place these stone behemoth gates. I do have 5 on me. I only need 4. But I had 1 made already. I found on one of the trikes. I think I was going to use that in the spawn base somewhere, but never did. And, well, let's just get these berries off the bar. And this, and let's put these 2 here. Come on. We had a big update today, apparently, and that reset my graphics and my controls and everything twice, actually. I don't know why. I downloaded the same update 2 times. Oh, let's see here real quick. Oops. Wrong one. Can I? Let's zoom out. I'm not sure. Okay, it's actually... Ooh, hello. Under the world. What's going on down here? Ha, I didn't know you can do that. Alright, so this is actually much wider than I expected. Why don't we go a little further over here, like this way. And now let's go back again. There's no reason to go that far. I can pull up walls on the sides. Ooh, I actually like it right there. What do you guys think? I think this is a good spot, so I can... I wish you could change the camera a little better. But that way I can put probably 2 walls over there. Yeah, at least 2 walls. Let me go a little bit further to the right just to make sure. Did this move at all? Yes. That was too much. Let's put it right there. Bam! We got our first gate. Sweet! So this is gonna be... These guys right here are annoying. I don't know what's up. But you gotta jump up and harvest them. So now that I'm harvesting them, I'm hoping they're not gonna regrow. I'm not sure why they are grown in the air. But there's a few, you know, all over the island. It's still alpha, so it's to be expected. And actually now looking at it this way, I actually wish it was turned further this way. But oh well, I'm not tearing this down. Let's put the first gate in here. Bam! Alright, first site done. Let's see. Opens up. And I guess I can leave this closed. That's fine. Oh my god. I hate when this happens. Look at this. What's up with that? I can walk right under it. Ugh, that is annoying. No, I'm not doing that. Well, luckily, I had one extra, right? Get out of here. I probably can't move anymore. Ah, that's just great. Okay, sorry, stone. I'm gonna waste you for time being. Can't get rid of this again. No, we're not having that. I'm not gonna have a gate that's halfway up in the air. Let me... I still can't move. I have too much stuff on me. Let's get rid of this and that. And let me... I don't want to waste this. That's 200 stone and 200 wood, so I'm gonna just get Alpine over here real quick to carry this for me. Hurry up. Actually, how much room do you have? I'm sure you can carry this. You come over here. Yeah. Stop your complaining. Why are you complaining so much? Three and 4. Alright, so now I can put this on there and I don't need to waste it. Precious materials. When there's another, holy shnikes, that was a lot of stuff. Alright, let's just... Now it cannot move anymore. Alright, whatever. Are you that full? Oh, you can still follow me. So follow... Sorry, guys. But it just doesn't. Come on. Hey. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What? Little delay? Just get out of the way. Come on. Alright, now you stay right there. Now let's try this again. And I don't see it hanging in the air like here, right? Should I put it like this? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be in the air again. Or can I just put it into the wall? That way I don't need anything. Ooh, I like this. I think this is good, but now you guys see? It looks like it's not hovering in the air, right? Let's try it. Yes, nice. Nothing hovering. And that way I don't need to put any walls over here. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm glad we tore it down one time, and now bam. Done. And I'm blocking out the sun. Cool. Good. Now let's go run... Let me just check on the turtles real quick. Not that they're waking up. That would be a bummer. How are we doing down here? Alright, you're almost done, but I'm still gonna give you... You still have enough berries, and you're gonna take much longer. Alright, good. That's enough. So now the second gate... I don't know where to put this, guys, because I wanted to put it against this right here. You know, right butt up with this one. But look how steep it is right behind it. So I'm wondering if this is going to have any problems with dinosaurs fitting through it or not. Let's see what this looks like. Actually, right there, I like it. Is this gonna... I'm wondering, you know, if this is gonna... I'm gonna get some of the obstructed stuff when I put it, like, too close here, that I won't be able to put any walls and stuff up. What if we go down here? Ah, man, I'm really hoping that this is not gonna obstruct my house and stuff, but I like it like this. And then that way I just need to put a bunch of walls over this way. Let's place it. Let's see. Let's see how much it cuts into my building over here. Actually, not too much. I might be lucky and I'm gonna be able to put walls up here. That would be cool. I'm apparently I'm dying of thirst, so let's have a sip right here. Good. I don't even carry my canteen on me anymore because you know it weighs, and that just allows me to carry more stuff. And second gate done. Awesome. So we got one. I actually like it. I like this. And one right there. And then of course I'm gonna have to figure out how to close this off. I'm gonna show you guys something. I have an idea on what to do also up here. You guys might like this. Now let's place the third one over here. And that one should be easier. Let's see. This one also I want to be butted up on the left side. Alright, I might as well... Whoa. Oh, I gotta turn further this way. Like that. Oh yeah. Perfect. Like it. I like it a lot. And then over here, of course, I need to put walls up. But that's no problem. And now, last but not least, let's put our main gate into the house, base, whatever. And I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know how this works. It doesn't snap at all. Huh. Why does this not snap? Kinda want to have it in the middle like this. What do you guys think? Now, I wonder if if I put up walls from the right and from the left, let's say 3 each, if this will snap to it so it's actually nice aligned. Oh, hold on a second. I might have... I think I have some... Whoa, who's holding these? I think... Are you holding them? No, you're holding all the wood stuff. I think this one is holding it. Yes. Yeah, let's just use these guys right now. We can always replace them with walls, but I only have windows right now. So, what did I say? About 3 from each side, right? So let's see. 8. I can tell if this is inside or out. Okay, it placed it right. Good. Let's put 2 and 3. One, 2, and 3. Now let's see if this is gonna snap. No, it still doesn't snap. That's a bummer. I kind of was hoping that this is gonna snap to the foundations. I don't know why it doesn't. I mean, that would make sense, right? Well, let's just place it approximately in the middle like this. How's this? Oh my. Well, here goes nothing. Please let it be somewhat... Okay. Oh, I like it. I think that worked out pretty good. And over here we got that one beam. And over here we got that beam. Oh, that I could have not asked for this to be set any better. That's awesome. I like it. I'm very happy about that. Sweet. And of course, like I said, I'm going to replace these with probably regular walls. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll figure it out. So now let me show you guys. Well, you know what? Let's fly up real quick. Close again. Where's Gonzo? Over here. Let's just take a look at it from the air real quick. Yay, rain. Oh, look at that. Whoa, leg spike. That is cool. I really dig it. That is awesome. And now imagine, you know, there's going to be this huge building because I am I don't know if the inside of the building is going to be as big as this gate, but it could be that this middle part here is as big and then it slopes down to the sides or something like that. There's a lot of things I have to figure out when it comes to that. Now, let me show you guys what I was talking about with what I might do up here on the ceiling. Stop moving, Gonzo. And I just need these guys here for that real quick. The regular stone dinosaur gates. And these. So I was thinking of, you know, up there, I want to make it so stuff cannot fall in. Because I'm not really worried about stuff coming from that direction over there, because that's towards the, yeah, somewhat the ocean. So the chance of an alpha coming from there is slim to none. Really. But I might even close this off. I don't know yet. I was thinking of, what I could do instead of going from here to the wall and from here to the wall, that I like go out a little bit to about here and then go over. So if something falls down from here, it's just on the outside of the wall. And make it wide enough so if somebody comes by, one of the other guys, and they just want to ride through here or something, they just can walk by. I think that'd be cool. But up here, what we could do is, let's check real quick because I want to know if they snap. Alright, these guys do not snap either. But what we can simply do here is, actually we could set this first one up. I don't even want to come too far out. Let's just go like this. Let's check here. That leaves a lot of room behind it. Yeah, it looks so tiny, this regular dinosaur gate, next to that one. Bam, there it is. You know, and I simply use only stone dinosaur gates, and you see they do snap now. They snap to themselves. So there's one and there's two. And I just use these regular gates, and now here come in an angle over, yeah, like this way, and then angle towards the gate over here. And use these same gates up here on the cliff. So they would extend a little bit past this gate, so if anything falls down, it would fall outside of our walls. And then the same over here. So up here, just have a whole row of these regular dinosaur gates. Because I think that I'm going to save a lot of materials. These guys right here cost a lot less than if I make this is at least 2, possibly 3. I think this is 3 wide. And 1, 2, 3, 4 tall. So that is the same as 12 stone walls. So that's gonna save me a lot of materials, and I think it also looks cooler, honestly. And of course it's as tough as the other stuff. Stone still can be destroyed by alphas, but it don't matter. Ooh, hello. This is one cool thing, by the way, about this area. There is always a beacon dropping right down here. A beacon dropping right over there in those little trees. And a beacon drop over here about where the gate is now. So I'm possibly blocking that one. But oh well, that's okay. Anyways, guys, I got lots of stuff, lots of work done for me. I do want to finish this wall here. Pretty sure I'm gonna finish this wall here between episodes off camera because, well, it's just collecting stone. And then also close the gate over here. So I'm actually have a closed off area. And then next episode, we can kind of try to figure out where we want to place stuff here, you know, and make this our own smithy and fabricator and forges and start moving in. Because I would like to empty out our trikes as soon as possible. I'm tired of running to the trikes. It'd be nice to have chests in here, you know, next to the machines and so on, where everything is easier, manageable. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.